So, as you can see, I have taken the steering column shroud off of my steering wheel, and you're probably wondering why. Well, here is the ignition cylinder. I went into Cumberland Farms the other day, and when I came out, this ignition cylinder was in its place. Everything was put together. I stuck my key in, and I noticed that it was stuck in the ACC, the auxiliary area. Normally, the key will only come out if it's all the way towards you, you know. And when I went into Cumberland Farms, I just pulled the key out. But when I went to put it in, I noticed my hand wasn't in the normal position. Normally, my hand is in this position, like this, to turn it on. But instead, my hand was in this position. So it wasn't all the way down. And then I tried to, turn it, and it just wouldn't move. And I wiggled it, jiggled it, and nothing happened. So I figured I needed a new ignition cylinder for my car. The key is also worn down. The tumbler's probably all messed up. So I took off the steering wheel column shroud, took out the ignition cylinder. It all took me like 5 minutes. Now, I don't know if you've heard about the Kia Boys, but they're that group of people that have been going around stealing Kias using thumb drives. And when I heard that, I just assumed it was like a car computer kind of thing. Like there was some software on the thumb drive, and that is what they were doing. They were somehow doing something, ripping it out, and then hooking up a laptop or something. I don't know. But then I noticed, after I took out the ignition cylinder, that there's a tab right here. And that's when it hit me. I was like, well, that's about the size of a thumb drive, a USB-A, type A USB. Now, I don't have any spare thumb drives that I'm willing to give up. I mean, anytime you can have several gigs of storage, you never just destroy it for some other purpose. But I have plenty of USB cables. So I took one and I cut it off at the end, and I stuck it on to the tab like that. That's what they mean by the Kia Boys are using thumb drives. They're literally talking about them using literal thumb drives. That's the flaw. When you take out the ignition cylinder, you don't have to do any wires or anything, or a screwdriver. The tab sticks out, and it fits right inside of a thumb drive, or type A USB. See? So that's my key. Now, the plus side is I do have a new ignition lock cylinder coming in today. And it is super easy to put in. All I'll need to do is put the new key into the new ignition lock cylinder, put it in an auxiliary, slide it in, boom, like that, and then plug it in, and then put the shroud back on, and I'll be back to normal with my car. That's coming in today. But I figured somebody might find that interesting, that when they say the Kia Boys are using thumb drives to steal Kias, and I believe some Hyundais, they're literally just doing it because it's the easiest key. Now, I could use my fingers and pinch and turn it, but that would be a little harder. I could use pliers, but they're bulky and heavy. But this is just a cable, and I cut it. But like a thumb drive is like that, It's literally a key. Simple as that. Oh boy. Anyway, I'll post the update when I go to install the new ignition lock cylinder. So I'll see you on the next one.